All right, let's take a look at how markets fared today. It was an interesting session, similar trend to what we've been seeing last few days in the sense that we saw a 0.5% move on the index, but we actually saw a whole smattering of stocks across the board that continued to rally. Pharma names were a little quiet today given the kind of run-up we've seen of late. But what actually saw some amount of action coming back were the banks, and metals were also the clear theme of the day, given what we're seeing on the steel prices, and especially in the last few sessions, we've been seeing that constant buying coming in on those metal names as well. So those were a couple of pockets of activity. Let's just run you through some of the specific gainers as well. IDFC first, that one was up 7% today. From the financials, we also had an Axis, which was up 4%. SBI Cars is looking good today, a 2% move coming in there. HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, Bajaj Finserv, SBI, so that's what it was looking like from the financial names. Then from the metals pack, JSPL was up close to 5%. We also saw a good move on JSW Steel, 4% move coming in there. And Steel Authority of India, Tata Steel, across the board on metals, we did see movement coming in today. Reliance also contributed up about 0.5% or so that was RIL for you today. Cool off across the pharma names. We also saw a cool off on Titan post earnings. Remember, Rakesh Jhunjhunwala also quizzing the management on that earnings call on the accounting behind their hedging and asking for a note on the same. But Titan, purely of course on a miss on estimates, saw a cool off, and outlook as well. It does seem to be a little while before they're going to be able to get back on track. Across broader markets, we also saw a bump up in names like Indiabulls Housing, Vaibhav Global was up 14-15%, for example. Motherson Sumi, a slight move there post earnings. Again, from some of the heavyweights, but also just pulling up other active names, BPCL was one that stood out in today's session as well. Imami continued its up move post earnings, and that fantastic rise that we saw in the stock yesterday on circuit. So that one continued to hold strong as well. Siemens was up 2.5%. So that just gives you a sense of the flavor in the market today. And we definitely saw mid caps and continue to participate. Atul Suri earlier in the day on the channel also talking about how bullish he is on chemicals, on the agri space, and identifying some of those themes in the broader markets as well.